All right, folks. Rudy Alpha Investments. I know, right there. Boxes of the Dark, 1994. The Dark. So I get enough comments and questions about the Dark, the Dark, the Dark. Probably behind Fallen Empires, the Dark is probably the most discussed, like argumentative kind of. Is it going up or down? Rudy, did you see boxes of the Dark are like $4,000 a box if you can find one? Yeah, I'm seeing it. All right, so first, let's go over some basic fundamentals, everybody. The Dark is a 119 card set from 1994. It is the fourth and weakest leg of the Four Horsemen original Four Magic expansion sets. Okay? I wanted to go over some interesting trends, though. And this is what I think is causing this type of behavior. I think it's a combination of new people joining Magic, looking for a place to park capital, maybe from the poking your mom industries, giggity, other collectibles, investors, 2020, whatever you want to blame or point fingers, or you just blame it on me. Whatever you want to go for, I want to explain to you what I see happening here. I think what's really fueling this is a combination of people looking for underpriced vintage Magic items, but also, listen to this, 119 card set, okay? 4 of the 119 cards are over $50 a piece now. Okay? By the way, before I get any further, everything I'm going to quote to you on pricing on here is based on TCG player pricing or eBay pricing based on near mint condition cards. Not played. A lot of old cards are just played and beat to crap. Near mint, pack fresh. In other words, a sealed booster box. If you open a pack of cards, similar to the not really minty perfect, but near mint to mint range. That's what I'm quoting. So if you go on TCG player, you want to check the prices, select near mint only. Okay, so 4 of the 119 cards over $50 now. Never in the history of the Dark have we had 4 cards over $50 a card. Okay? We have another 5 cards that are worth between $20 and $40 a piece. Okay? We have another 7 cards worth $10 to $20 a card. We have another 12 cards worth $5 to $10 a card. Stopping right there, that's 28 cards out of 119. That's a quarter of the entire set. A quarter of the set is worth a minimum of $5 to $10 a card. Per card. Not just rares, uncommons. There's even, remember, there's no mythics, there's no foils, there's no borderless showcase full art, box topper, extended flip variant. No. This is old school Magic, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing that matters is the ridiculous gritty artwork, the original frame on the original old paper cardstock used in the early 90s, which ain't available. This is it. So right here, I just want to stop there. A quarter of the entire 119 card set having actual real value now is a huge game changer. I gotta admit, I've got boxes of the Dark. I've been buying them for many, many years. I haven't bought any in the last 12 to 24 months because the price is going up. I was buying boxes of the Dark. I bought the most boxes of the Dark probably between 2012 and maybe 2016 range. Average cost basis is probably, I would say, maybe on the low side of $200, on the high side maybe $500 a box. That's where I kind of made most of my position of the Dark. I have a lot of singles, but not nearly the quantity I went after the sealed boxes. I liked the boxes. I thought that old, it looked like an evil, like, dead cemetery. It had even the color. Even the color and the artwork of, like, it just has that great, I don't know, it just has a great feel to it. It's just something I really, really enjoy. Anyways, beyond that, beyond a quarter of the set having value, another 14 cards are now over $2 a card, between the $2 to $5 range. So essentially, we are now at like 42 cards in the set out of 119 cards. Over a third, approaching like what, 40%? Actually, about 40% of the set is out of bulk pricing. Now, I can't say the same thing about Fallen Empires. So Fallen Empire boxes, 60 booster packs. The Dark, 60 booster packs. Okay? Unlike Fallen Empires, all the cards in the dark are actually going up in value. And these are sold listings on eBay. I've looked at TCW. These are actual legitimate numbers that people are paying for near mint to mint copies. So, I wanted to bring that out. My overall thoughts, I am surprised. I did not think, I always thought Boxes of the Dark, when I was buying them for that $400 or $500 range, I always thought the boxes should be like $1,000 to $1,500. And that was based on, my mindset was based on, again, the single cards within the box never dramatically changing in price. That was based on me assuming that the best cards in the set, like Maze of Ith, or Ball Lightning, or Blood Moon, or something, you know, would be maybe a $20, $10 card at the most. Those would be the top things. But so many cards and so many mechanics and so much has changed, none of that really matters anymore. And then, of course, with this 2020 Pokemon situation, we've had a huge price adjustment of the sealed market, and people who like to crack old boxes, draft old things, I guess. Rich people drafting, I guess. I guess it's a thing. And I think the price is legitimate. I really do. I know that's going to make a lot of people unhappy. The Dark is loaded with reserve list cards. It's loaded with a lot of weird cards, a lot of gritty cards, a lot of cards they could, even if it wasn't reserve list, they couldn't reprint if they wanted to. Just the public backlash and the culture of 2020, it would just not fit. I'm not sure if any of the banned sensitive cards from that Wizards did earlier this year is in the Dark. I don't think so. Maybe. I'm not sure about that. But overall, people just want my opinion overall. If this is a product that you're interested in, I would probably recommend just buying some of the single cards, or buying some played cards that are real cheap, or maybe buying a complete set that's in played condition, so you can get a complete set for maybe a couple $100. I would not recommend trying to go for like the original sealed boxes or gem mint condition stuff because of the premium at this point, unless you're looking to be more of a collector investor versus just collecting and playing the unique cards. I actually think, and again, this is going to make some people really rub your feathers the wrong way, but I think sealed Boxes of the Dark for between $3,000 and $5,000 a box, I think are actually legitimate, and I think the price is going to hold. I do not believe there will be a pullback in the sealed box pricing. After the 2017 boom and 2018, 2019 softening and crash of the reserve list, a lot of the cheap $1 to $5 bulk reserve list cards really took some big hits and really dropped a lot. Now that we've seen these really inflate and go past the previous highs, there still is a chance for a little softening of the single card prices, but I don't know. Overall, I'm not seeing like a bubble or a crash or anything on some of these things, because it's just, there's just a lot of people that want something that just isn't readily available. You know, it's not like the video game world where someone out there has, 500 sealed copies of an original NES game, and, every Nintendo game, well, most Nintendo games had a print run of 5 million copies, This doesn't work that way. Honestly, there are not tens of thousands of sealed Boxes of the Dark. I'd be surprised if there's even 10 boxes of sealed Arabian Nights left in the world. I'd be surprised if there's even 100 boxes of Legends. That's where we're at. And, based on that, honestly, if this is a category of the market that you truly enjoy, I'd recommend you buy the cards you want or look for deals for the holidays and just slowly go into it. Don't FOMO and don't stress about it, but I really just don't feel that items like this are going to get much cheaper. I don't feel like that items like this are going to skyrocket. I don't think there's a lot of easy money to be made, but for those of you who truly want to collect the product, it's something that you should be chipping away at as the weeks and months go by, because it's not getting any older. These things are going to be approaching 30 years old pretty soon, and it's just not getting any better. So that's my final conclusion for you all, is that hate to be the bearer of bad news for those of you who don't have the product, but I'll be blunt with you. I think these prices, I think $5,000 for a Box of the Dark is legitimate. I think these single card prices that keep moving up and they're holding, and $50 plus prices, $20, $30 for all these uncommons and rare. Remember, technically there's no rares or mythics. They're all U2, U3. And, I think the prices hold. And I think people need to come to terms with that. The rate of change was so dramatic and aggressive, a lot of people are irritated by it. They, speculators, scammers, but it's 2020. it's where the prices are. I don't see them changing. I'm sorry.